Hi, Kevin. Welcome to Set Talks. And we are here to talk about you, your books, your writing, and something about you and mythology. So, while Googling about you and reading about you, the one thing that actually stands out is that you started writing at the age of 14. And from there till today, how's the journey been?
The journey has been quite unpredictable, um, uneven, because since the age of 14 and till the age of 22, 21, 22, I had not been, I was not able to publish my book. I mean, no one was accepting my books. And after that, once Kalki released, then everything changed and all. So it was kind of uneven. And but it's been a really rewarding journey in terms of like it got kind of made me realize what perseverance means, and if perseverance can lead to results, it takes time, but I think no good thing takes overnight. I think it takes, I mean, overnight success is a matter of a lot of months, and years, what we
Right.
call it overnight.
True, true.
So I think that if you want to sum it up, that's what the journey has been.
Right. So, what was the inspiration behind the first book?
The first book of first book of Kalki, or the first book. I mean,
The
whichever
first,
sounds better.
first book. The first book.
The inspiration had been basically I wanted to write something like Percy Jackson. That's about it. I think. So inspirations are sosta nahi banda. The first time we say.
That's true. That's true. So, how was the experience of getting your first book? Writing it, then approaching publishers, and then finally holding a copy of it in your hands. How was
I
that
think
journey?
a very interesting journey in terms of like, because I used to be most of the times in the publishing, in the publishing office only, and the smell of books and staying there and just waiting for the books to be printed. I think it was a very very rewarding journey. But other than that, even now, to be honest, it's the same thing for me. Obviously, अब ये है कि the it has become less exciting compared to the what it used to be like, but still it's a lot exciting. So I would say ki it's been a very rewarding and exciting uh, feeling to have that, to be holding your first book.
Right. So, from that very first book till Hiranyakashyap today, how have you evolved as a person and as a writer?
Of course, I mean I become from a boy to a, not even a boy, from a child to a boy to a man. So I mean, as a writer, I mean, I used to initially just copy stuff, I mean, in terms of not copy like paragraph copying करता, but yeah, I mean, in terms of like the way characters are written, the way stories are written, I mean, you would copy from, because it's very easy, right? To then as a boy, I started realizing the power of the narrative and everything, and I added like a lot of depth to it. And as someone who is now a full-on writer and has been written for a lot of books, um, there's a lot of I have learned the value of outlining books. I've learned the value of being patient with my book. Even though I write books very fast, I mean, now I become really patient in terms of like writing. I mean, I've been writing for Karna. For me, it might be a lot. I think it's been what, 13, 14 days right now. But I had been trying to write Karna for the last 1 year. So, I mean, it's, for me, it's like a totality, not just the 12 days. So, yeah, I mean, so I think that is how I have progressed as a writer. I I've learned the basics of storytelling, which I had no idea.
Right. So I have seen your stories about Karna and how you wrote the first draft and you junked it and then you began again. So that was, I think, a very interesting anecdote
Yeah,
about you that you junked an
yeah,
entire manuscript.
yeah. Almost four, I had four manuscripts.
Okay.
2,000 words की थी, एक 47,000 words की थी, एक around 51,000 words की थी. All those mixed करके. So I don't think so that's ever gonna come back. But yeah, that kind of helped me to write this. And since my Karna, which I'm writing right now, which has come now close to around 88,000 words, by now. I know मैंने जो पुराना जो लिखा था ना वो मैंने उसमें से थोड़ा थोड़ा निकाल के I put it into the this one.
Okay.
So yeah.
So I think that would be an interesting book to read because it's the fifth draft that will I hopefully be published. Uh,
Let's.
so what was the inspiration behind taking mythology as a genre for you and creating a niche for yourself?
Um, the idea was never to create a niche, to be honest. It was just to write a particular book that I felt like writing, because I am a really, because for me mythology is something that encompasses all genres, and when you encompass all genres, what happens is you kind of have the freedom to do anything. Correct. Plus, I think I always loved the idea of history. I loved the idea of staying in the past in terms of like just I choose. I mean, it's more interesting to write a sword fight than a gunfight. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, that's how because the entire dynamics change, because sword fight is very combat based, very close range, while the gunfight is very alien. You are hitting
right.
someone which you don't. So that was what I think. That's why I love staying in the past in terms of that. But of course, I wanted to write something else. But by the time I had written so many books on mythology, I kind of realized I can't go back, can't go now away from it, because now I've created a niche.
Right.
So I fell into that niche. I wouldn't say I have carved a niche for me. You know?
Okay. So, I was, uh, to be honest, I was Googling you and something very
Yeah,
interesting popped up. Uh, your first, it's a book you wrote, Karma, world's first Insta read.
yeah.
So, what was the concept and what was the thought that went behind it?
Probably it was the fact that we just wanted to do like a short book. We thought that why not, let's try a short book, because people don't want to read nowadays. So if someone feels less threatened to read a book, why not? The concept was good. We liked the concept and everything. The problem was the execution. We didn't have really good stories. Plus, many people were not happy because the MRP was, मतलब MRP was less, but the वो मिला के वो इसको मतलब delivery charges को मिला के it
Ha ha
becomes the
ha.
same proper book.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, people were not happy because they didn't want to pay that much money for such a small book.
Right.
So I didn't realize, I mean, I can do that in terms of like just for the just for like promotional books, just to do it for free, but not for something that I can like do on a long term basis.
Okay. Okay. So, you wrapped up the Kalki series last year. You began the
Yeah.
Mahavatar trilogy last year. You wrote Ravanputra Meghnad last year, and you finished Hiranyakashyap. You're almost about to finish Karna, and you're working on one more book. So, what's the secret behind your speed?
The secret behind my speed is that I have nothing else to do but write. So that kind of helps me a lot.
Okay. So,
Not waiting time,
yeah, you
waste to
can
find.
continue. Yeah. So, from Kalki, who is an avatar yet to come, to Narsimha, the one about there are existing stories. How is the research different?
The research has been more. Oh yes, I'll tell you. I think for Kalki it had not been that much. I didn't probe that much in terms of like, I mean, you just need to like kind of know the outer lining of it. Narsimha maybe because these are the avatars which are not prominently displayed much. I mean, they are the ones who are not out there much. But I did like a lot of research for Durga as well as Karna. For Durga especially, I did like a lot of research in terms of kind of making it feel as if what if Durga was existing during the actual history? How would she be perceived as? Was she like a really goddess that the way we know? Or was she like a human? I mean, I'm sure that like Alan Neelakantan and Amish has tackled that. Alan,
Right,
numerous amounts, and you have read the books, and of course, where gods are turned into humans, right?
right,
And what really was the interesting part in terms of Durga for me was that it was a very feminist fiction. It was a proper feminist fiction. And imagine a woman warrior living during that time where only men rule. Women don't rule that time, you know. And men come to her to help her, to get help from her. What happens, you know, what triggers it, you know, and how can you make it realistic? So I think one has to kind of focus on the historical background of it first, that I had to do it, as well as the overall overarching mythology of it. When it comes to Karna, for instance, Karna was itself a huge task because everyone knows everything about him.
Right.
Like, you know, he's the most popular character of Mahabharata. I mean, on par with Arjun and, in fact, more than Arjun, to be honest. Yeah, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Arjun. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, you know everything about everything. So now, and everything is out there in the sources, right? Mahabharata is a huge source, right?
Right.
I mean, for instance, for Durga, I had to read Markandeya Purana to actually get an idea of, you know, what else can I add. But for Karna, everything is there. You
Right.
can't change it. You're screwed because the readers will like, "ये change बहुत ज़्यादा change हो गया, बिल्कुल अच्छा लग रहा है." That was one of the major problems with Meghnad also that people faced was people were just not ready to accept Meghnad or, you know, the surrounding around him the way, any other way than the one which is already being portrayed about him. So. But yeah, anyway, so what the major part about Karna was that I had to find nuggets of history about him that could be used, which are not explored yet. So I'm focusing, which I don't know if you know about Karna, but I'm focusing on the first book. I'm focusing about his war between him and Jarasandha.
Okay.
So
So
a lot of people don't know that he fought Jarasandha. You know, they only know that Jarasandha fought Bhim, right? And
yeah.
or he fought Krishna. But there was a huge chunk where he had also fought Karna. What led to that fight? What happened after that? That is the major crux, I guess, of Karna. And
Right.
Krishna and Kalki and everything, uska was very, I think that was the simplest for Karna, for Kalki and Narsimha was the simplest research for me, to be honest.
Right. So I think, yeah.
Compared to this, I think.
Yeah, agreed. So, one thing that you mentioned about public not accepting the story when it's changed. Uh, so when you decided to write from a different perspective, change the perspective to the mythology, did you fear that public would actually have a backlash on you regarding the books as well?
To be honest, I didn't, because I thought that people are more perceptible towards this particular way of storytelling. But after what happened after Meghnad was, which also didn't do that well compared to my other books, is because what happened was, obviously first it was a very small book. It could have been a larger book, which that's personally my problem. So I'm not going to do the same problem with Karna or Durga for that matter. The second problem was that people were, there are a lot of things, there are a lot of takes on the originally done scenes in mythology, which were redone again according from the Meghnad's perspective, and that is what they didn't like.
Right.
They're like, ये नहीं हुआ था, ये नहीं हुआ था, ये नहीं हुआ था, ये ऐसा नहीं हुआ था. You know, that sort of a thing that they have in particular in mind. But also, yes, but also they're okay with something that can be changed. For instance, Kumkarna being scientist, people love that. You know, people love the idea of him being a scientist because I gave a logical reasoning behind why he slept for 6 months. Now all of a sudden they were like, oh wow, that's interesting because we didn't know that. So I think as mythology writers, one has to find that sort of hiccups in between, like the jumps that people that the actual mythology doesn't explore to that level, and just kind of like nail it and try to expand it, you know. But I still remember, and this again comes back to my ये again है, ये मतलब ये मेरा thinking है, for instance. But I happened to read after writing Kanda and everything. I was on a flight, and I happened to read Ravan. I'm sure you have read Ravan,
Yes.
है ना? यार उससे तो पता कुछ भी actual mythology से नहीं है. I mean, I was just like shocked because I still have that sort of a glimmer of the actual mythology, but उसका नहीं है. And I was like, यार मैं रावण के बारे में पढ़ने आया हूँ या मैं इसके बारे में पढ़ने आया हूँ, उसके रावण के बारे में पढ़ने आया हूँ. And nothing there from the actual mythology, because I have researched about Ravan a lot, because I have written about Ravan's son.
Right.
And and he has just done what he wants to do. And that's one way to go about it. Again, so I don't know. Perhaps people might even like that because you can be so outlandish with your claims and with your situations that the reader just goes along with it. So that
Right.
is one way to. So I think it both in there are ways to do about it. So I don't know. I mean, that's why I'm with Karna. I'm right in the middle of it. I guess it's there, but it's also very outlandish. So yeah.
Yeah, even I had that thought about Ravan because it was not. It was just a character that existed. The story is completely
It's not
different.
the mythology. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the mythology. It's just the character that's there, and it's just sort of like a bridge book that's there. Uh,
Yeah.
so yes, these books that are written are mythological fiction, but on the grounds of the research that you do, what are your takeaways for life that you take away from them?
I mean, there are different ways to look at it. For instance, in Kalki, it was all about believing in yourself. In Narsimha, it's all about faith and going against faith and going. It talks about religion. It talks faith per se. With Meghna, it was about how a chauvinist becomes not a feminist per se, but becomes woke. Um, when it comes to what's this called? Durga, it talks about collective women empowerment, not just singular but collective.
Collective.
And for Karna, for that matter, it's about actually a lot of stuff. I mean, with Karna, it's like I'm surprised. I mean, I tackled so many things. I mean, it's just insane.
So
Yeah,
basically, after Karna, you will have to give a small chapter on the takeaways as well. I think that should be
yeah,
there.
I believe so. Yes. There are a lot of things, are little nuggets and everything, which if people can decipher, they'll be like, "Oh wow, that's actually teaching me something."
Yeah.
So yeah, and
I,
it's about leadership. I think okay, yeah, that's good. I didn't think I'll just tell you one thing. Karna is about leadership because I
okay.
think I was so because क्या हो रहा था कि आजकल वो पूरी किताबें चल रही थी यार वो नॉन फिक्शन पे how to be a leader, how to be a good worker, how to escape from depression. There, I don't know what. Uh, certain out of not giving a fuck. I mean, all these
Right.
things, right? Self-help books, right? And I thought that I can't obviously write a self-help book. I don't have the capabilities of writing that. But what I could do is I can teach about certain leadership qualities, certain ways of living a particular life through the story of Karna. And
Right.
that's what I did. So yeah, that's the reason why it has so many things because it basically makes you, while following Karna's journey, you'll start realizing that you're becoming a better leader by the end of the
Right.
book.
Right. So I
Yeah.
think Karna's story had a very interesting, aspect of friendship as well, because
Yeah.
that actually comes out in the mythology.
I tackle that also. Yeah.
So I think that would be an interesting, book to read and the story of how Karna actually came into being.
I'm
Uh,
focusing a lot on as a king of Anga.
right.
So that's the life that people don't focus on.
Yeah. It's
So
it's about he's actually portrayed as a second fiddle to Duryodhan, but not as his
yeah,
own man a lot.
of course, that's something that really bothers me because, and that is why I made sure the Duryodhan is like in this one is a second fiddle to Karna.
Okay.
I
So we are looking at it from a mirror's perspective then.
yes,
Okay. So there are three words, that are commonly confused, which are myth, mithya, and mythology.
yeah,
What do these words mean to you?
nothing to be honest.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
No, no,
I
that's
really don't.
fine.
I really don't care. I
That's
personally
fine.
feel it's right there between. I think Hindu mythology is right there at the cusp of history and mythology. It's like right there in between.
Okay, so there's a gray area where we operate on.
Yeah, I think that's a good.
Right. So, I remember meeting you for the first time at the New Delhi Book Fair and at Kalamas Literary Services ka stall. It was, I think, in 2016 or 17. Uh,
Oh, that yeah, I remember.
so, what was the idea that went behind Kalamas?
Nothing. Just be a publisher.
To just be a publisher.
Just be a publisher. Yeah, because we were so tired of getting our books rejected, we just went to become a publisher. Then I left it because obviously I got too busy with my books. But that was it.
Right. So another thing that sets apart your books are your covers, which are almost, like attracting a reader to the book. So, what's the process that goes behind designing the covers, and how much are you a part of the process?
I usually am a lot. I think अब इतना नहीं हूँ मैं, but for my future books I want to be. See, it depends on exactly what kind of book I'm writing and what kind of book I am focusing on, I guess. For Hiranya Kashyap, I already had the capable hands of HarperCollins design team who would be looking over it in relation to my designer. So they collaborated and they did it pretty well. It's okay. Same with Meghnad, Simon Schuster ka wo tha. They collaborated and did it well. But for Durga and Kanna, I want to go different ways. I don't want to do the same covers that I've been doing for a while. It's been, I think, saturation level bhi aa jata hai cover ke around. So I think I want to focus more on the artistic touch of it rather than a more action-packed, which I should.
Right. Usually, it's very character-driven, and the characters are usually very aggressive.
I'm very Amar Chitrakatha, which I want to convert from now. And let's see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, it's very intensive process. I mean, for it takes around 2-3 months to do it, and it takes time. Yeah, it takes. I've gotten in touch with comic book artists, studios, and everything. I mean, I have good relations with everyone, and I have to figure out exactly which is the right designer for it to do it. I think for me, it's more about detailing. I think detailing matters a lot, and I think Amish does it really well in terms of when it comes to detailing in his covers.
Right.
So I think that's one thing I'm going to focus more on in my future books, because that's not what I was focusing on. So.
Okay. So before we move on to the rapid fire, what's one thing, one USP of Hiranya Kashyap that would attract a person to the book?
Very small book. I think I'll just show you. I think here it is.
Okay.
It's a small book. So I think I personally feel this is a small book. Plus, I think it has. You don't have to read the first book. Even though I would recommend for you to read it, and in the author note also I've written that you need to read it. But there's a story so far, which which spans around 6-7 pages, and which basically talks about the entire, the story of Narsimha. So if someone wants to just dive into this, I think this is a small book. It finishes fast, as well as it has the first book storyline, so it's not like you're missing out on anything. So that's one thing.
Right. So let's know you better, and I have some questions, and you'll have to answer them very quickly. So let's begin. Current read.
The Sun by Joe Nisbet.
Okay. What are you watching right now?
Vikings.
All-time favorite book. All-time favorite book.
Godfather.
Go-to movie.
Love Actually. Yeah, I'm a romantic.
Yes. Favorite food.
Rajma chawal. No, chicken curry. No, nothing else.
Chalo, we'll call it a tie. Okay. Best place in Delhi.
None, actually.
Not even North Campus.
Yeah, I think North Campus. Yeah, North Campus can be good. I really liked my time there. I really enjoyed my time there. But I don't feel like going it there because I feel I'm traveling back in past. Okay. So I don't go there. Yeah, but it was a really good time. So yeah, I can say.
Typing a story or penning it?
Typing.
Paperback or Kindle?
Paperback. Paperback, actually. Paperback.
Okay, so thank you for that interview, Kevin. And the book is out, Hiranya Kashyap. It's available on Amazon, Flipkart, and paperback as well as ebook is available. Yes. And you can go. Pardon?
You're doing a review, right?
Yes, I'll be doing a review really soon. And for everyone, we have the trailer of the book, which will be played at the end of the video. So you can watch the trailer and go grab a copy of the book. Thank you, Kevin, for joining in.
20% off only for a limited period of time.